Alright guys, today I have my 2019 Gsxr 750 and I'm going to be installing a little sway bar extension kit. Got the new chain, got new brake line, a little neon kit here that we're going to install too while we got all the parts taken off of this thing. Couple spikes there, we're going to spike it up. We're going to begin with, you're going to want to loosen this nut here. I already got everything loosened up, just, you know, giving you the quick go around. You're going to want to loosen this nut up first here to get a little tension off. Move that back, break this loose. Break this bolt here loose. There's a washer behind it. You can kind of just give it a good push. You can use two hands and get your other hand right here and kind of just push it back a little bit, but it shouldn't be too hard. And that should release pressure from the brake pads off that rotor. And you just do the same thing on this other side here. Loosen up that bolt, back that back a little bit. And once you get all of that loosened up, you should be able to pop that straight through like that. See, it just kind of slid through. I already had it loosened up. As you see here, it pops out on the other side. So you would just continue to pull that through. And the brake caliper here attached to this bracket actually slides out of this slot here. Slide it back and then comes out. And tire is removed. Not gonna sit that there. And that cherry picker is doing its job. So now we get to the fun part. So on the back, there's a plate there. You just go ahead and take that off. So we'll be sliding that through. All right, so here we're just going to remove this whole bolt here. The original, because this will take up the whole space. Alright, got both of them and got both of the extenders installed here. Look like that there. So on this side, on my right side, I had to kind of tap the back of it in right here. I don't know if my model on my order just was like this. It got cut wrong a little bit, I think, or they did it purposely so you can kind of tap it in there, have a little better grab or whatever. But it's in perfectly fine. I kind of liked it, give it more secure feel that it's in there and it's not coming off. So far, so good. It's looking real good. The wheel's gonna be out there. It has sort of a rectangular groove there. This one has a circle for the washer that we took off on the left side there with the bolt. That goes over here. This is going to slide through here. Or you're gonna have to just tap that in or pull it in with the bolt once you start tightening it. All right, next, before we get started on installing the wheel back, we're going to change out this brake line. You have a bolt right here, like 8mm. Yeah, it is 8. Going to take that off there, and you have a clip here. It's always good to have a little picker. You don't need it, but it helps, you know. Up on it. Comes right off. You can even record a video and pop off a tab with a little picker. So that's just how useful that is. My boy Larry taught me that right there. And this should be a 10 there that you want to take off. Break it for the brake line. Here's your new brake line. Alright, so we have that cable removed there. There was one washer on top and one washer on bottom that we're going to reuse here. And we install the new one. Make sure it's behind there like that as we go back in with it. All right, and now that we have that installed and good and tight there, we're wrapped around here. We want to go ahead and loosen this, take this one off here. We want to try to just keep it up so we keep all that fluid in there as much as we can. Try not to create as many air pockets as is already going to be. All right, and we got that installed there. Pretty good length. So I just removed the chain. What you need to do is find the connector link. It's normally a different color or different shade color than the rest of the chain, which in this case, this one is blue. It is good to use you see my screwdriver head has broken there. But it's good to use a chain break tool, and it can easily get these chains off. But as you can see, my chain breaking tool was a screwdriver. And then once that broke, it had to turn into the air hammer. And it got it right off. You know, we got new chains, so why worry about what happens to the old one? How you get that old one off anyway, right? So, install this chain's a little tricky, but what I've done was I fed it through, and I found a Allen wrench that's small enough to get through that little hole there, and I just kind of winded it around sprocket there, and see how easily it goes through. It kind of winded it down, so I'm going to continue to feed it through and get it on through there. All right, once we got that fed through, here's your connector link here. Make sure you put 2 O-rings on that side. And this should just push on as you have a clamp here. It goes in the opposite direction of the drive direction of the chain. Alright, we got that in there, got that clip on there. Now we're ready to go back in with the wheel, install everything, and see how this baby looks. Alright, and as we go back through with the wheel, you want to remember that your brake caliper goes through here. Go ahead and add that on there. Alright, and this is the final look. Exposed that rear tire, that rear rim pretty good. It's pretty nice length. it.